Tonight, I really want to stress there are a lot of things that happen in the world and culture around us, and they can't not affect us. Meaning, when you see sin, though we're not supposed to be surprised by it because nothing new under the sun, does it upset you or me and the church and God's people to the point of how did we get here? And do we ask ourselves, am I a part of that problem? Have I been a part of the problem? Have I been at times a person who's perpetuated these ideas, these ideals, maybe my family, maybe my father, maybe my grandparents, whatever it may be? And it's not necessarily trying to solve the root of the problem, but acknowledging the problem. I was in a discussion in a Facebook forum, which is why I no longer are a part of them, where a claimed Christian made a statement that basically says the things that are going on in this nation are not that bad. And I kind of scratched. And if you're comparing it to other times of the earth, there are times where it's been worse, but to say what is going on in the state of the world, not just in this country, but in the state of the world, that it's not that bad, I think it says something about us. I think sin should affect us. And I think it's those where sin does affect us, those are the people that God can still use. If sin no longer causes you to blush, if sin no longer causes you to the point where your heart's so hardened that you think sinful actions and sinful looks and sinful things that are going on, they're no big deal, I think we've reached a point where we need to check our hearts. We need a new heart. Or as David would say, a contrite and a broken heart, when he got to a point where he thought it was okay to take another man's wife and then to kill her husband just to claim her. And he realized that's what I need. But the hope of this message is that God places marks and knows his people. So even if God does come and judge the nations, who will escape that judgment? Those who are his. Now, that doesn't always mean you'll escape the physical pains that come along with it. Ezekiel, though from what we understand, a good man, did he not have to live through exile? Daniel, good man. There's nothing ever bad said about Daniel. Did he not have to live through exile? But was God not with them? And so I think our major concern is not what is going on in the world around us, because I can't change that. I can change my little family and hopefully change my little community and hopefully maybe spread God's light throughout. But even if it doesn't spread anywhere beyond me and my family, no matter how much I try, is God with me? Is God for me? Am I known by him? Tonight, if you're not a Christian, this world is giving you less and less of an option of what they have to offer that is actually good for you. Why not? Why not take a leap, in a sense, figure out Jesus, figure out who he is, what he did, what he has to offer, and ask yourself, are you really willing to continue in your normal state of life, to give up the gift of eternal life, to give up the blessings that Jesus has to offer you? I think it's foolish. People look at me and think I'm foolish for being religious. I think they're foolish for not believing in God. Bring it right back on them. And know that if God knows you, that no matter what happens in this world, you don't have to worry or fret, that God will keep you and you will be his